Valentine's Day!
Happy Valentine's Day, everyone! In today's video, I will be using the new Madam Glam House of Love collection that is a beautiful collection of pinks and reds, and there's some shimmery colors and some cream. So beautiful. I'm going to be creating a little gnome Valentine's Day design across my nails. I hope you guys like it as much as I do. I will put all the color names in the description box below. Madam Glam products are just so nice to paint with. I absolutely adore doing gel designs with them because they really are the best. I hope you like them, and don't forget to click subscribe to my future videos as well. We are going to start, and I'm going to show you that glittery nail, but I'm also going to show you how I'm going to slightly fix the shape of this particular nail of mine. So I'm going to apply a very thin overlay of clear acrylic with a little bit of bulk at the very tip of my nail. This nail is just slightly shorter than the rest, so I'm going to make it a little longer. Once the acrylic has started to hold itself up, I'm going to press it forward, and it's going to actually lengthen the nail just a little bit by pressing the acrylic off the end of my nail. By doing that, it now matches the rest. I've got this gorgeous glitter mix that's a mix of it's hearts and hexagons and all kinds of beautiful different shapes that are in there, and I'm going to dip a bead of clear acrylic into the glitter mix, pick up a little bit at a time, and then start arranging them on the nail. The hard thing with glitter is, especially chunky glitters, is that you can't get a nice perimeter on them because they're all these different shapes. So after I have my nail pretty much filled down the center, I'm going to fill in with individual pieces of glitter or a couple pieces of glitter at a time, trying to get all of those gaps. And it's a process. It would be very tedious to do an entire set of glitter this way, just because it would just be such a process to get all of those little spots. Sometimes it's easier to apply a little bit of acrylic and then dip your wet brush into the glitter and grab it that way. Kind of depends on what's working for you at the time and what area of the nail. Once I have pretty much the whole thing filled in with all of the different glitter pieces that I feel like I need, then I'm going to take and fully encapsulate this nail with clear acrylic, working slowly and in a process just like with applying the glitter, so that the acrylic will fill in around all of those different glitter textures and won't leave any air bubbles. When you're doing this, it's really helpful to use slightly wetter acrylic than you normally would. This is going to really help you get the acrylic nicely surrounding. Now on the thumbnail, the middle nail, and the pinky nail, I'm going to apply 2 coats of the color Supernova Love. Holy moly, guys, I can't even express the amazingness of this color. I applied it and I went, ooh, I don't usually do that. Usually I'm pretty, well refined, but nope, this one really got me. Then I'm going to be using the colors Synergy and Astrolove, and those are going to be my Gnome's body colors for both the thumb, and I'm going to use the color Astrolove as my Gnome's body color on the middle finger. So Astrolove is the redder one, which is a beautiful raspberry red. It's not like a fire truck red or a true red. It's a little bit softer than that. And then I'm going to use white gel paint to create my bearded gnome's beard, just by applying those in straight lines coming down. You guys, can you tell the coverage of all of these products as I'm using them? It is a dream. And then I'm going to use the gold gel paint from Madam Glam. Instead of using, there's 2 glitter colors in this collection. There's this rose gold color, and then there is a gold. I thought that they were too close together for the gold braids on my gnome to really show off as being 2 different colors. They're absolutely stunning, both of them, but that's why I went with the gold gel paint. Now using the color The Chaser, I'm going to be applying one hat to one gnome in a way that looks like half a heart at the very tip of the hat, pointing towards the other gnome. Now using a color that I have no idea how to say the name, it is slightly darker than The Chaser, I am going to add the other half of the heart with the other gnome's hat. So kind of a mirror image. The only thing with these 2 that isn't mirror imaged is whether they have the braids or the beard. Otherwise, we kind of have a little symmetry going on. Got the other half of the hat. Continue that down the coverage. I know I've said this before, but oh, it's so pretty, so pretty. Now using the color Moonchild, I'm going to be painting their noses. This color is one of them that I know immediately from looking at it. Looking at my collection is a color that is going to be chosen by clients constantly, just because it's one of those colors that is going to be perfect for all sorts of people and will just really complement a lot of different skin tones. Going back to the color Synergy, I'm going to add stripes to one hat, and then using the color Love Energy, I'm going to be painting spots on the other hat. There are larger spots. On my gnome on my middle finger, I added tiny spots of the same color of the Love Energy. I won't be showing you guys the middle finger gnome because it is basically the same little process. And, you can switch up little details, different colors and such, and make however many gnomes you want. Now using black gel paint, I'm going to do all the outlines on my gnomes. At this point, they are very actually hard to tell what's happening just because there are so many shades of pink and red all mixed together here.
that it was just hard to decipher everything. So this is a design where the black outlines are really, really critical, just to make sure that everything is visible and you can look at it and say, hey, look, cute gnomes with heart hats, instead of, is that abstract? What's going on there? It just clears everything up. So go through, take your time with this. I highly recommend using the Madam Glam Detail Gel Liner. It is my baby. I use it for everything. It is the best brush ever. And I will tell anybody that. I use it on basically all my clients every single time I do their nails too, because I just keep coming back to that brush. Using the color The Chaser on my index finger, I'm going to apply 2 coats of that. And then with Synergy, I'm going to paint little hearts in a interlocking pattern going all across the nail. I'm going to start with a row of hearts down the center of the nail. I guess that would more be a column of hearts down the center, then add ones on either side in every other space, kind of like you're arranging cookie dough on a cookie sheet so that they bake out nicely and don't touch each other. If you are a baker as I am, that would make a whole lot of sense to you. Then using Astrolove, which is the red color, I'm going to be adding little dots in between the hearts just to kind of fill in the pattern. On the pinky nail with the color Synergy, which is the kind of the berry cobbler purple color, I'm going to paint just a line heart as big as my nail will allow without really messing with the proportions. After that's cured, I'm going to come back to this with the Chaser, which is the color that I kind of used quite a bit throughout this whole design, and I'm going to add a solid heart in the middle. After those are both done and cured and everything is complete, I'm going to apply a layer of glossy top coat over the top of all of my nails. So pretty. Oh, that glitter is just gorgeous. After I do have top coat across all of them and they are cured, I'm going to use matte top coat on my little brush, my favorite little brush, and I'm going to apply matte top coat over the double heart on the pinky, over all of the gnomes so that the gnomes are covered, and then cure that one more time. As you're applying a different shade of, if you're doing 2 types of top coat and you're doing a mix like I am, it can be very hard to tell where you're applying the matte top coat. It's easier if it's matte first and then glossy because you can see where you're putting the glossy, but the matte you can't tell. My best tip for you is to actually over top coat, so be generous about it so that you make sure you do hit everything and just go kind of in a row. So make sure that you keep track of where you're top coating as you do it. After that's cured, that's it. Oh, they're so pretty. I am so in love with this set. They're just so Valentine's Day-y, and they've got glitter and sparkle and shimmer and gnomes. What's not to love? I hope you guys like it as much as I do, and I will see you all next time. Bye.